What's up, rock stars? It's Rocks with the 27th installment of Black Girls on Television. Can you believe we on 27? Damn! Alright, you guys, reviews. Let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so poor Hakeem has lost it all and he's having a breakdown. He's pulling an all-night bender in a club, strip club, that he's closed down, and it's just him and his homies, okay, and the strippers. Senorita, she's calling and calling. She's trying to figure out where he is. He ain't answering. The next morning, Senorita done figured out where the hell he is because of some app on his phone. And when she gets there, he was just like, "Why are you here?" And she was like, "Why are you here with these people? I'm the one that has your back. You're supposed to come to me, not these folks." And he was like, "You sure you want me? I'm not the CEO no more. I'm not the #1 rapper in the world no more." She was like, "That don't matter." And he's like, "And I even got Anika pregnant. That's right, I'm the pappy. You gonna still want me then?" Okay, well, she don't really want him then. She give him a nice good slap and she storms out. Now the media, they picking at the family, okay, trying to find the weak spots. Of course, Jamal is over it. Lucius loves it though. This is what he lives for. They're trying to see if there's any, healthy competition between the two of them for this Asa. Cookie is trying to smooth it over with Jamal, and he was just like, "Look, whatever, okay, but look like you falling for that nigga again. Don't even go there." Especially since it looks like Lucius is hooking up with this blogger, journalist, reporter, whatever she is. Okay, they getting extra cozy, and it's starting to bother Cookie a little bit. Now, get this, Thirsty with the everlasting ear. He heard that the board is trying to look for a new CEO. Can't let that happen. Got to keep the Lion Empire in the Lion family. And the only way to really do that is to get the whole family behind Lucius. That's Cookie's new job. And of course, at any given time, the boys can't stand their damn daddy. So we need a united front, okay? Jamal obviously is not going to listen to Cookie. He thinks she's sprung. Okay, so she tells Andre that he needs to talk to Jamal. He'll think that Cookie is trying to manipulate him for Lucius. And then, Andre is like, "Well, are you falling for him?" Okay, she just gives him the look, but she don't never say nothing. But he's like, "Whatever, not my problem. We got to have something that's going to get everybody in our corner. Let's have a big fundraiser event. Let's let it be for the bipolar disorder, and let's make me the spokesperson." You know what? That's a good idea, Andre. We can make it seem like Boom 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 was for the support of you. What more says family, right? So Andre gets the brothers together and he uses a little manipulation of his own. But he makes it be more about Cookie. Mom needs us. Let's help her out. She wants this Asa. Jamal's like, "Whatever. Okay, mama falling for daddy again." And, Hakeem, "I'm not getting Godzilla and King Kong back together again." But Andre, the meds must be working because he's able to, pull a little Jedi mind trick and get the boys on board. Now, while they're getting prepared for the event, Michael shows up. You guys forgot all about Michael, didn't you? So did I. Michael is the cheating ass boyfriend that broke up with Jamal, or I guess Jamal broke up with him. He shows up at Empire. "Oh, I hope it's okay. I'm working with the catering team." Jamal says it's fine. Then Michael says, "I was hoping maybe we could talk." Jamal says, "Yeah, I would like to do that." So I was just like, "Bad idea, Jamal, but the dick wants what the dick wants." So they go to some cozy little place, cute little band playing there. I guess this is where they first met or their first date. And so they reminiscing and all of that. I was just like, just a matter of time before Jamal falls back in. The band wants Jamal to come up there and join them. They see a star in the audience. I was just like, "Look, trust me, you don't want Jamal to let Jamal sit there and just enjoy the show." But he sings some song and, it has special meaning, I guess for him and Michael. All of the songs, conveniently enough, have something to do with what's happening in the damn show. Ain't that something, y'all? That's what happens in Empire World. Now, Hakeem has Anika over because, you know what, damn it, he's got his mind right now and he's all on board. He didn't went and bought all this shit, and she was just like, "Oh, what's this about? Did you know that your dad tried to threaten to kill me? I'm not even sure if I want you to be involved." So of course now Hakeem is like, "He threatened you? What? My baby mama?" I was like, well, this is not going to help Lucius's cause. So he rushes over to Lucius's. Lucius is there with the blogger girl, the blogger reporter, and they're having lunch. And they googly-eyeing and flirting across the table and whatnots. And of course, Cookie walks in and she sends the reporter off. And of course, the reporter realizes that, Cookie obviously has some sort of feeling still for Lucius. She was like, "You know what, I'm going to leave you guys and we'll get dessert later." That's what she tells Lucius as he walks off. Cookie go tell her she needs some damn vinegar and water. That Cookie is a mess. Anyway, like I said, Hakeem rushes over there and he's like, "You threatened my baby mama?" And he was like, "I didn't even think you cared about her. You do anything to my baby or my baby mother, you know what, you won't see me or the baby ever again." And he storms off. Okay, Lucius just like, well, okay. But Cookie was like, "Nigga, I know you remember that we need this fucking board to support us. Okay, you not helping the cause. Let me handle Boo Boo Kitty. You don't talk to the girl. Let me handle it." So she goes on over to Boo Boo Kitty's house. The door is open. She's like, "Boo Boo Kitty, I need to talk to you." And then that's when she sees that, Anika is on a stretcher and she's being rushed out by the ambulance. They putting her in the truck and Cookie is like, "That's my son's baby and, I'm riding with you." Okay, so she gets in the ambulance and Anika is panicking and, Cookie is just like, "Can't you give her something? She's about to have a panic attack." And they was like, "No, we can't give her no medication. Just, might affect the baby." So, Cookie ever the one to fix everything. Fuck, she's really the fixer, not Olivia. She calms her down. "Listen, look at me. I need you to breathe, okay? Forget about everything. Don't worry about nothing right now. Just breathe. We gonna save Hakeem's baby." Anika was just like, "Oh, you mean your grandbaby?" In the meantime, Andre is practicing his bipolar disorder speech, for the fundraiser with Rhonda. They are all bright-eyed and they feel like their future is back in view again. Okay, it looks like Lucius is going to be the CEO and then Andre is going to be the next in line since the brothers, really cannot stand Lucius. Now, Lucius and the blogger, they finally having dessert. And child, this hell and damnation, Sodom and Gomorrah up in there. These motherfuckers is, kissing and slapping and wrestling and choking. I was just like it's gonna be an interesting night. And they deep in the throes. Okay, they about to get busy and the phone rings. Of course, it's Cookie. Throws off Lucius's whole groove. Okay, and the blogger's just like, "You know what, I'm tired of this shit. How about I write a story about Cookie and how she manipulates you and how she's a fucking bitch," or whatever she says. And Lucius, "You ain't gonna call Cookie no damn bitch. You talk about my Cookie and that's your ass." Now, Hakeem and Senorita, they trying to figure it out, okay? But Senorita, she ain't with this. This ain't what her family values is with. Now, Hakeem and Senorita, they trying to figure it out, okay? But you know what, Senorita, she a little too green for this. She a little too square for this. You know what, how about you take this ring back? I can't do this. Hakeem don't want that to happen. Of course, he's trying to convince her, and while she's sitting there talking, his phone text message is going off, it's going off, it's going off, and he finally answers it once she leaves and he realizes it's about Anika. So he rushes to the hospital. He wants to go see Anika, and here come Anika mama, okay, just that stuffy. I said, "Oh, that's Mama Boo Boo Kitty." And she was like, "Nigga, you ain't going in there to see her." He was like, "I'm sorry, I know I ain't been what I should have been doing, but I promise I'm going to take care of her and the baby. Can I just see her?" So they let him go in there and see her. And she's fine. The baby's fine. They find out that Lucius is on his way there. I was like, this nigga got his damn nerve. But Cookie was just like, your damn daddy. He gonna do whatever the hell he want to do anyway. But Anika mama said Lucius ain't welcome here. Not after what he did. Okay, Hakeem don't know what he did. Well, what he did was he had the daddy sign them papers. Remember when they was trying to go public. Now, he mad about that. He go and confront Lucius when he get there. That shit wasn't cool. Lucius like, don't worry about that. You know what? The bigger thing is that you stood up to me and I like that about you. You know that it's about family first. I'm proud of you, son, and this is my grandbaby and everything is going to be all right. Hakeem was like, "Okay, well, whatever. You still can't see Anika." He was like, "That's fine. I'm just going to sit over here and, take a few calls." Cookie comes, sit down. She trying to figure out if he fucked old girl. Okay, he was like, "Nah, I didn't fuck her." She was just like, "They got pills for that, blue pills." He was like, "I don't need no blue pills. I just need, somebody a little bit more hood that's thicker." And Cookie was like, "You had it, but you didn't want to keep it." All this sexual tension and banter. I figure in the next couple of episodes they should be back in the bed. So Lucius tells her that he ain't dealing with the blogger no more, and Cookie was just like, "Well, let's scoop that bitch, okay? I know somebody else that can write a bigger article on you." Okay, so he was like, "That's fine." So it's the day of the big event. Everybody is there. It's gonna be a big celebratory time. He working the crowd about how bipolar disorder is important to him, and that's why he wrote the song Boom 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 and yada yada yada. While he's talking, the blogger, she rushes up to him. You think you slick, huh, nigga? Okay, you tried to scoop me? He was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, well. Obviously, the blogger has another trick up her sleeve, so she just walks off without a fight. She leaves Lucius. She finds Andre. She hands him an envelope. Okay, he's like, well, what is this? I'm about to go on stage. I got to do my speech. And she was just like, go on and read it. So he's looking through the pictures and he's like, what's this? And so she's telling him, that's your granny, Lucius's mama. She at a mental hospital somewhere off somewhere. She ain't dead. She's still alive. Okay, wrap that up for you and take that. Andre, now he's all, hyperventilating and everything. Rhonda comes up to him and is just like, baby, you ready? And he's just like, I gotta go. So he's out. Oh, I forgot to tell you, before the blogger lady walked up to Lucius, Jamal is pissed. He overheard Lucius telling he's just an artist in training and he don't really have the ropes good. And, we gonna see if he get this little lace or not. But, he ain't quite there. Okay, so Jamal's like, motherfucker, I won't perform for you. You couldn't pay me to perform here. So he leaves. Okay, so now we ain't got Hakeem, Jamal, or Andre there. So when the speech comes, it's just Cookie and Lucius up there. And the blogger reporter was just like, oh, so where's the family? Okay, I thought it was all about family first and family support, Lucius look over at Thirsty like, get that bitch. Okay, so they hurry up and hustle her ass out. And then to get it back on track, because, people are kind of like, Cookie tells everybody that at the Aces, the whole Lion family, that's right, the whole Lion Empire dynasty, they're going to be performing on stage at the Asa together. Now back to Hakeem at the hospital while he's there with Boo Boo Kitty, who should walk in but Senorita. She had a change of heart. Lucius called her and told her, that Hakeem is a man now, that he's doing what he's supposed to. And you know what? Now she realizes that it is about family. And you know what? She wants to be back with Hakeem. So Hakeem pulls the damn ring out. I said, nigga, you got the ring in your pocket. He said, I've been carrying this with me ever since you gave it back. Okay, he puts it back on her finger, so I guess the engagement is back on. We see Jamal, he goes back to that little quaint little club. Well, it ain't quaint no more now that everybody knows that Jamal frequents it and he gets up on stage and does impromptu concerts. Now everybody is there. While he's walking in, who should come but Fantasia Loaf. He's happy to see her. She was just like, always gotta support, So that was cool of Fantasia Loaf. He gets him in. Okay, he get up there, and now he's singing a song about his daddy and all this shit. Like I told you, whatever is convenient at the time. I got to hurry to move my car, y'all. The parking people. I want to get a ticket. They gonna give me a ticket. Okay, she ain't gonna give me a ticket. Back to the party. Once it's over, the fundraiser for the bipolar disorder, the board is back on. They excited. They tell Cookie and Lucius, we so excited that we want you guys to co-CEO. Cookie is just like, I don't know. We got to talk about that. And Lucius is like, no. This is perfect. We would love to be co-CEOs. Cookie is just like, are you sure? And he was just like, yeah, baby. He gives her a hug. He was like, what's better than me and you working together? Okay, like it was supposed to be. But when he give her a hug and he tell her that he got her back, and he's looking this way, and I was just like, Cookie girl, you in danger, girl. Okay, y'all, it's a little later. I got my eyelashes done, if you can tell. Anyway, Sally tells us lovers of liberty that the battle is on for the Republican Party. And really it's just Melly and Susan going over each other like a fine-tooth comb. But shit, the bigger fight is between Abby and Olivia. So it's on, y'all. May the best woman win. Now we see Cyrus and the hubby and little baby Alaquanisha. I was like, look at her! I knew she was around somewhere. Since the husband is being pressured by fine brother Vargas, I don't know what his name is. What is it? Is it Alex? Whatever it is. Gosh, he's so cute. Anyway, because he's being pressured to, give up the deeds on Cyrus, he's a little stressed. He tells Vargas, don't call him no more. Vargas tells him to do the right thing because Cyrus is cheating. He was like, you don't have proof. That's nothing but some pictures, and don't call me anymore. In the meantime, Cyrus is at the Vargas campaign offices, and, they're trying to figure out what's going to be the big wow factor in all of this. Fine brother Vargas says, why don't we give him the kid? Give him Anna. Okay, you guys know Francisco's daughter has cancer, and he's like, we can put her out there on the front line, and everybody will get the bleeding heart vote. Cyrus says, no, it's no good. Okay, it's unethical, and it's I was just like, how's he saying all of this with a straight face? And Francisco was just like, yeah, get a different angle. You know, he's not putting his dear Anna on the front lines just so he can win this nomination. In the meantime, you guys, David has lost all of his balls. I was just like, why did they make David just be such a pushover, some old measly little the women run all over David. He's staying with Susan in the hotel room because they have to keep up appearances, but the nigga is sleeping on a pallet on the floor. Okay, man up, nigga, be horde. At least get your ass on the fucking couch. Now, there's this governor's dinner in Florida. It's important that both Millie and Susan get the support of the governor because they have to win Florida. This is a big vote, and this is probably what will, seal the deal whether or not they're going to have the Republican ticket. And honey, Olivia is in full-blown Olivia mode. All right, she won't even let poor little Abby get on the same elevator as her when they leave in the hotel, okay, to go to the planes to fly off to Florida. She see Abby and she was like, that bitch can take the damn stairs. I was like, ain't this about a bitch? She's such a bitch now, you guys. I cannot figure out if I like this new Olivia or not. But wait a minute. Abby was like, bitch, two can play that game. When they get out there on the tarmac and they about to take off to go to Florida, of course, Millie's plane has to leave after Fitz's plane. He's the president. The vice president has already gone off. Okay, so now they're just waiting for Air Force One to take off, and then Millie can take off. Well, Abby was like, you know what? Surprise, surprise, it's a problem on the plane. Mechanical failure. We're not going to be able to take off. Olivia, once they realize what's going on, she calls Abby and says, you cannot do this. Move that shit out the way so we can get to Florida. Abby was like, I can and I will, and bitch, you gonna wait. So they're trying to get Millie there some kind of way. Earliest they can get her there, even if on the regular commercial flight is 10:30 p.m., the dinner will be over. So Olivia was like, you know what, we'll come up with a better way. We'll shame them off of the damn runway. So they let media know. Air Force One is purposely not taking off, so Millie cannot get to Florida, and she'll miss the dinner, and that basically they're trying to make sure that Susan seals the deal in Florida. Fitz, once he hears this, he pulls Abby into the other room, and he was like, is this true? And she was just like, what? It's mechanical failure. And he was just like, it's unethical. And she was just like, look, it's too late. The official story is it's a mechanical failure. Okay, I can't change it right now. We'd have a whole bunch of problems if I did. So now they're both working the media. Of course, like I said, Olivia's saying that Air Force One is doing this on purpose, and Abby is just saying, oh, well, that's not true. She's just pouting and mad that they can't take off. But it doesn't really seem to matter because the governor of Florida has already let David know that she's going to go with Millie because Millie seems to be a backroom brawler just like her. Okay, Susan, she's too idealistic. But I might convene, maybe, if, you give a break. There's an investigation on for some sugar farmers, and I understand that you're handling it. He says, yes, my office is handling it. She's like, okay, well, if it goes away, then, I'll swing my vote Susan's way. David says he cannot do it. David says he will not do it. Goes back and tells Elizabeth and Susan. Elizabeth was like, what the fuck is the problem? You will drop the damn case. Susan's like, no. I don't want him to do that. If the governor wants to play dirty like this, then I don't even want her endorsement. Okay, there goes that idealism. So Millie is pissed that she can't get out. Olivia's still trying to figure out how it's going to happen. Millie walks off, and Quinn was just like, Olivia, why are we doing this? I mean, what the hell is going on in this war of wills between you and Abby? It's ridiculous. Lord, why she say that? Okay, Olivia storms up to him and is like, listen here, you guys are supposed to be gladiators, and you guys do what I say. I don't have to explain myself to you. I'm the one that's paying the fucking bills around here, and you guys do what I say. I said, okay. So she storms off. Bitch, I ain't got to tell you shit. Quinn turns to Huck and was just like, I don't even know what the fuck is up with Olivia no more. So in the other room, Millie is just like, I've got to do something. I mean, Olivia's not coming up with something. This is going to be a disaster. What's the black boy name? The black boy says, why don't you talk to the president? And she was just like, he's not going to talk to me. He was like, yes, he will, on national television. All of a sudden, she's getting off of her plane. She's walking onto the tarmac. She stands in the middle of the tarmac. All of the media is taking pictures and video is rolling. Abby is looking out the window like, what is she doing? And Fitz was just like, she's waiting for me to come talk to her. So he goes out there and he was just like, oh, yeah, good work, Millie. You're doing pretty good. I'm proud of you, actually. I see you doing this, you're doing that, you're doing the other. She was like, imagine how proud I could make you if you'd let me go to Florida, okay? Move this damn plane. He was just like, I can't do that. Why? Because Abby has her foot down. You already know how Olivia is. She is going to kill Abby. He was just like, look, you don't know Olivia anymore. This is a different Olivia than you was used to. He tells her without telling her in plain words that Olivia is the one that killed Andrew. Sets Melia back like, oh, yeah, well, she is kind of off the deep end lately. She ain't eating, she ain't sleeping. She's just working hard all night. Fitz was just like, yeah, she's a little off. Okay, you need to make sure that she eats, drinks, and sleeps. Make sure she goes out for a run. Okay, but now all of a sudden they're real worried about Olivia. So, Melly was just like, yeah, you need to move this plane, and not just for me. Because if you don't move this plane, ain't no telling what that crazy ass Olivia will do. And of course, Fitz, anything for his baby Olivia. He gets on the plane, move this plane right now. Abby was like, absolutely not. He's like, I don't care. Move this plane, you sit down and shut up. And once Melly gets on the plane, Olivia's mad. I guess she's mad really because it wasn't her idea. Melly was like, bitch, I done handled it. We taking off. Get the fuck up out of my face. So the dinner. They get there. The dinner's already in progress. Hollis is schmoozing with the governor, with his charming self. She's giggling, laughing, whatnots. Suddenly in walks the president of the United States and Melly. What are you doing here, president? And he was just like, oh, it's my fault. Melly's late. And she was just like, oh, that's perfectly okay. Melly, you sit right next to me. So Abby's little plan backfires because now Melly is in a prime spot. Once the governor starts talking about her sugar farmers losing money from the federal government, Susan says, well, they're polluting the air. The governor says, well, they're not polluting anything. Susan says, yeah, well, everybody has their blind spot. Even smart governors such as you. Okay, this would be your blind spot. Everybody just kind of looked around like, oh, guess Susan put her foot down. And then later, when, David settles down to his pallet, Susan has a thought in the middle of the dark. She tells him, I feel like I forgot what kind of a person that you were, but you are a good person, nigga. You can't get your ass in this bed, but what you can do is hold my hand in the dark while I lay here and you continue to lay on the floor. Yeah, that poor David. Get your ass up, David. Now, Cyrus gets home from a hard day's work and hubby is giving him the blues. Are you cheating on me? Cyrus is just like, what? Tell me the truth. Are you sleeping with somebody else? Cyrus is like, yes, I'm sleeping with somebody else. What the fuck do you want? I want us to go and talk to a counselor, work on our marriage. Cyrus is like, I don't need no damn counselor, okay? What I need is a husband who ain't gonna be whining and bitching at me all the time, who screws me and supports me as I try to build the next president of the United States. The husband says, I'm doing everything for us. I'm trying to be here for you. I'm raising our daughter. And Cyrus says, that's me and James's daughter. I said, oh, ain't that some shit? So then the husband says, oh, so you fucking Tom? Yeah, you didn't think I knew, huh? Cyrus says, you know what? Who you been talking to? Don't get yourself fucked up. Trust me, this ain't what you want. But he's a man scorned, you guys, so that already means that he's decided to work with fine Brother Vargas. Anyways, who is going to get the endorsement from the governor of Florida? Surprise, surprise, it's Susan, even after all of that. Melly is disappointed, honey, and Olivia is Evelyn Lozada mad. Okay, that bitch pick up a bottle of wine and throw that motherfucker across. I said, you alright, Olive? We even get info about the daughter, makes us to the media. When Francisco is watching TV and he sees that happen, he immediately believes that fine Brother Vargas has leaked the information. But Cyrus always a couple of steps ahead of everybody else. Once he realized that old hubby had done talked to fine Brother Vargas, he's like, motherfucker, I got your ass. So he made it look like the fine Brother Vargas leaked the information. Francisco was pissed. So he fires his brother. Get out of here. Now Hug, because he's worried about Olivia, he goes to talk to her. You shouldn't be at work. You are not overkilling Andrew. You need to grieve properly. You need to get past the fact that you killed somebody. And Olivia was just like, I'm fine. I don't have any problems with the fact that I killed him. As a matter of fact, it felt good. It felt good crushing his skull with the chair. I was like, bitch, always got to take it extra. All this extra dramatics from Olivia, She slept better that night than she had in a year. That killing him was the best thing she ever came up with. He was just standing there looking at her. And she was like, why are you staring at me? And he was like, because I'm waiting for the rest. And then, of course, she gets all quivery. And my dad, My dad told me if I messed with what is his name, with Jake, he would slit his throat, that he would kill him. So I couldn't, I had to leave Jake alone. And because she can't be around any more death, because she's better than her dad, even though she just bust a nigga head open, wide open to the white meat with the chair, she's better than her dad. She's not like him. Okay, so she's just leaving the whole thing alone, but she breaks down and she cries and she hugs old Huck. And I was like, good. Well, at least now that Huck knows, okay, we do know now that Jake will find out eventually. Now, Abby has to go and confront Fitz because she has an attitude that he put the plane in the air. He said that she was off the rails and she was just like, no, you forgot the chain of command, okay? I run you, you run the country. So you don't have to worry about all this other things that's going on, okay? And I was just like, is that really how it goes? The chief is, because you guys know, I don't know, I ain't no political person, okay? But I was just like, do a motherfucker just straight out say, I run the president of the United States, and then he goes out and runs the world? I was just like, okay, but Abby, she is pissed off. He done did all this. He overstepped his boundaries. He forgot who she was. Okay, yada, yada, yada. She get to crying and carrying on. I said, okay, here's one of them damn Shonda moments. It's always a girly moment in one of Shonda's shows. That's one of the reasons why I can't stick with her all the time. Okay, so this was Abby's breakdown moment. She get to crying and it changes. She didn't do this. Olivia did it. Olivia's the one that killed Andrew. She didn't tell Olivia to kill Andrew. That's her body count. That ain't on Abby. He had to calm her down. Look, you need to figure out whatever you need to do to get over it. I'm going to give you some time and you get yourself together, but you got to get out of this space here. Okay, get out of this darkness. After all of this has then went down, who should win Florida but Hollis Doyle? So Hollis, like Sally said, is laughing all the way to the White House, y'all. We find out that David actually did drop that sugar farmer's investigation so that Susan could get the endorsement. Cyrus comes home. He's ready to work it out now. And it looked like husband and packed up all of his shit and all the baby Alaquanisha shit, and he gone. And then lastly, Abby shows up at Olivia's office. Olivia comes in and she was just like, oh no, well, why are you here? And Abby was like, I don't understand why you're so mad at me. I came to your office. I'm telling you that I'm about to lose the chief of staff, that I'm about to lose my position in the White House, how important it is to me. And you tell me, oh, little Abby, you can come back and work for me. The fuck is all that about? I worked hard for that position. Okay, Olivia, I was happy for you, Abby, but I taught you. I raised you. I made the Oval. I ran that place, and I want that place back. I want the White House back. I was just like, ooh, she's starting to sound just like her daddy. But there you have it. I guess they didn't came to terms on both of them really wanting this place, but it don't look like neither one of them gonna get it as far as Hollis is concerned. So, yeah, we need to try a different plan of action here. Instead of us fighting each other, let's take Hollis Doyle down. Alright, you guys, that's it. Let me get off of here. I'm fixing to go give me a candy apple real fast and then take my ass home. I shouldn't even be eating that now that I think about it. My teeth. Ooh, I could just suck on it till it get real soft, and then I can just chew it up and eat it because I really want it. Anyway, you guys, make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm It's Rocks. The channel's for It's Rocks, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. You guys, I'm looking around because I ain't paid for my meter. I don't want the man to come give me no ticket, so I got my quarter ready. As soon as I see him, I'm going to jump out this motherfucker and put it in there. You ain't going to get me. Anyway, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.